Hey gang, Dirty Rob from the Gazelle Sports Dirty Herd and the West Michigan Trail Runners here with another shoe review. As you can see from the trees behind me, we are in the grove behind the store, so I apologize for any traffic that's going to drive by while we're talking here, but I just had to get out of the store. I needed some fresh air, needed the sun, needed a little humidity. Summer's here in West Michigan and it feels good. So this week's shoe is from a company that many of you probably haven't heard of unless you're in the industry. We're talking about the TOPO Runventure. So 2 words on TOPO, stands for Tony Post. He is the CEO of the company. He was the CEO of Vibram when the 5 fingers exploded. Decided to do his own thing and make some shoes that kind of stuck with the same ideal, creating a more natural running experience. So it's a good shoe. This is, I think, what, 3 years I've been in this, 2 years now. And this, in my mind, is the best trail shoe they've made. So let's talk about why this is a good shoe, why you should consider it, and who maybe should stay away from it. So first things first, top down, I always start with the tongue, no lace guides, which when I first saw it, bugged the crap out of me. Then I quickly realized that this thing is gusseted all the way up, about an inch from the top. I've had problems with burrito tongues and gusseted tongues in the past. This one was great, no hot spots, no rubbing, nothing uncomfortable, stayed fully tied and fully comfortable the whole time I was running around in it. It has the back eyelet. I know some of those don't have it nowadays, some of them are minimal shoes, but this one had it so I can lock in my little skinny foot. It felt great, super comfortable, tongue and upper. Plenty of padding on the collar and tongue. A minimal bit, but plenty. Felt good. You notice if you look at the upper pretty closely, there's no stitching on it. It's totally stitch-free, double layer, abrasion-resistant mesh. I didn't test out the abrasion resistance, but I definitely treated it badly, and it didn't grab, rip, looks brand new. Toe rand is significant. Not super stiff, but super protected from the front. Big chunk of rubber right in front for kicking toes. It is a low drop, so it's a nice thing to have because a greater chance of catching that since you're so low to the ground, your foot's so level. Heel counter is pretty minimal and somewhat flexible. Certainly not as missing as you would see it in like the Everlong, but it's nothing like you see in the Cascadia. It's very low cut and very unstructured, very minimal there. Working on the midsole, outsole. Stack height, 17 forefoot and 19 in the heel. I've heard other numbers. They call it a 2mm drop. Some other sites will give you numbers around 18 to 22, 23-ish. So they're talking about 4 to 5mm drop. I'm going off their website. We'll call it a 2mm drop. Super flexible. Right away you can see I can twist and curl this thing any way I want. The foam is soft, but somehow still responsive. It's not the most flexible thing in the world. That's because they put a rock plate in between the outsole rubber and the midsole. And you can see it called out in some spots. You can see the gray poking through in a couple of spots of the outsole there. So it's a full-length TPU rock plate for protection, good rubber outsole, nice deep lugs for traction. Overall a good shoe. I mean, it is a little on the stiff side, flexing out to 4 foot, but they put some nice deep flex grooves up here that you called out in red there, so you can see the midsole rubber. Good shoe, felt fast. I said felt low to the ground. I love a zero drop or a low drop shoe. I don't have anything over an 8mm shoe in any of my running shoes, road or trail. So this guy kind of hit home with me. I love the fact that it's kind of a barefoot design, so you have that nice wide toe box. You're playing for your toes to splay out. It fit very true to size, so I didn't have to worry about my toes reaching the end of the shoe. Overall, great shoe. Weight-wise, they listed around 9 ounces for the size 9. My old big size here weighed in around 11, so it's definitely on the lighter end of the scale, and it does fit kind of performance-oriented wise. It is a little more, becomes part of your foot when you throw it on, so you feel fast, you feel close to the ground, you're gonna feel sticks and rocks and roots. They're not gonna bother you though. There's just enough shoe here because you're near that 20mm stack height that you're not gonna feel every inch. Again, I would offer some similarities to the Everlong. But who's this shoe for then? Again, if you're a Cascadia guy or girl, a speed cross, a Hoka person, not the shoe for you. But if you like something lower to the ground, pure project shoes from Brooks, the Everlong, even maybe the Peregrine, this would be something to consider because it's going to have that natural foot shape. It's going to have a nice lightweight. It's going to feel like it's part of your foot. It's going to help you feel fast and give you great traction on the trail. So $110 is a great deal. TOPO Runventure, check it out if you're in the market for new shoes. Again, if you like that lightweight, closer to the ground thing, it definitely needs to be considered. It's better than some bigger name things that are out there, I think. So that's it. So that's all for today. We're running out of shoes to talk about, so if you guys have any products or things, gear, clothes you want me to talk about, please leave a comment below, or give me an email through the store page, gazellesports.com. So until next week, guys, I'm Dirty Rob. I'm out. Get outside and enjoy the trails. It's a beautiful time of year, and they are in great shape, gang. Have a great day. Bye.